Hello, you gorgeous, beautiful, stunning people. Welcome
Stunning.
back to the Love Letters to Broadway podcast, the podcast that gives you Broadway tips, Broadway tricks, Broadway advice, and where Skylar and I talk about our adventures because we are two poppin' mofos running around the city,
Stunning.
seeing
On fumes.
shows.
On
Run,
fumes.
running on fumes. The two of us feel like we're gonna pass out, but it's fine.
One
I'm
might
Michelle.
say, run, run, brother. Haha.
Or run, sister, because we're females.
Sister? Maybe.
I don't know. Okay, anyway, I'm Michelle.
And I'm Skylar.
And we're exhausted. But today is the day. When this episode comes out, it will be the night of the
It's crazy.
Tonys.
Crazy. Like,
I'm
how is that
so excited.
possible?
I'm so excited.
I'm
So
so nervous, not gonna lie.
I'm anxious because I want to know who's gonna win the bet.
Yeah, me too. Because we differed a lot.
We did. Have you thought about what shows you want as your picks if you win?
No.
I haven't either.
Because I feel like we're gonna pick the same
Okay, let's do it on one, two, three. Ready?
outside.
Outsiders. Okay, second one. One, two, three.
Hades down.
Sunset Boulevard.
Oh.
Oh. I mean, I could welcome a Hades Town too,
And I could
though.
welcome Sunset Boulevard, of course. But on a Mandy night.
hmm But there's other good ones too. We could go back to Anne Juliet.
Oh, I love Anne Juliet.
We could do
Old
that.
friends.
Old friends. Ooh, I wouldn't mind that.
Pirates.
Actually, you know what? I wouldn't mind
Boop.
Pirates. Boop, boop. We could go see Boop.
That's all over.
It's all over TikTok. But what's annoying is it's not even the original audio.
Yeah.
The audio being used is Melody and Sarah Grace from Outsiders, but the original audio is actually just we could see Boop. It's not we could
Yeah.
go see Boop,
Yeah.
but whatever.
Whatever.
Um, so this is episode 43 of the podcast. We are getting closer and closer to our 1 year anniversary.
Fitty.
Fitty, Fitty. We almost at Fitty. That's mine and Skylar's new thing,
Yeah.
where because as we mentioned last week, we keep trying to make offers on the on the theater app. So now instead of like figuring out an actual offer amount, the two of us just look at each other and we go, give him a fitty.
Give him Fitty. Just
Give him
give
a
him
fitty.
Fitty.
Give me
They're selling Othello tickets for like $800. They're like, how about a Fitty? Let's throw them a Fitty. How about
the best
35? How about
number
35?
35. But the best part is it doesn't even let us put the offer in because
Oh.
they'll come up and it'll be like minimum bet is $250.
We get so much joy out of saying it to each other.
Here's a pity.
He's a Fitty.
Here's a pity. Um,
$800? No, Fitty. It's like a 90% loss.
Can't stop laughing. It's our new thing all week.
Ever since we were successful.
Here's a pity. We should get that printed on t-shirts.
He's a Fitty.
What's gonna be our new catchphrase for all the Love Letters fans? That's whenever you see us in the city, just stop us and go, hit a fitty.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the secret code that you listen to the podcast.
Oh, so
Hit
good.
a fitty. Um, so
One day it will work. One day we'll tell you our success story.
yeah, hit a fitty. So maybe for the fitty episode, we'll take a fitty. Um, can't breathe. So we have a good week this week planned. Obviously, we're gonna talk about our usual hyperfixations. We have a little bit of Broadway news to go over, and then something that we thought would be fun to talk about prior to the Tonys is all of the shows and people and individuals that were snubbed at the
Snub.
Tonys and why we are not just mad, but we mad
We're
because
man. I literally wrote that in that one.
I know, I saw it.
We're mad mad.
We're mad because some of these people who should have been nominated weren't, and some people got nominated who I think necessarily deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
But,
And we'll
you
give you
know,
our honesty.
we're gonna
We're
give you our honest
ready.
opinions.
We're on fire today.
We're a little feisty.
Feisty. Yeah.
We're a little anxious.
You're stressed.
We're stressing.
It's Friday night. We're a little sleepy. It's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna party. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna relax. I just ate some dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggies and we're ready to go.
The chicken nuggies.
Dinosaur-shaped, though.
Well, of course. You can't have anything else.
I'm sorry, the regular shapes just don't taste as good.
No.
Give me a dino nugget anytime. But I guess before we get into our hyper-fixations, just to kind of talk about our week a little bit, we did see one show this week.
We did.
I won the lottery. Yes, we did, Skylar. I Her face, she's just staring at me. I won the
What?
lottery this week to go see Smash.
It was a smash.
Skylar, I think, has blacked it out from her memory. I don't think. I mean, listen, the cast is working hard.
Yes.
There are good moments. There's funny trinkles and moments, but I don't think I've seen Skylar ever so miserable at a Broadway show to the point where she actually got up and peed during the
What potty
show.
during the show. And I gotta say, they blasted through.
Yeah, I'll admit, I also had a moment where I was like, I need to stand up, so I also went potty during the show.
Yeah.
And I did not know that they play the entire show through the speakers as you're peeing. So it's like it was as if we listened to a bootleg.
Like literally.
Hmm.
Yeah, Smash, unfortunately for me, if I'm being quite honest with you, I was rolling my eyes out loud. And
Hmm.
that's how I would describe it.
This is you during the show. They say something during the show, and I hear Skylar under her breath, like, why? Why? That's so stupid. Why are you
Yeah.
people laughing? Why? And then there are other moments where you were just like, come on, come on. Like,
Because it
I
was
don't,
so, I don't, like,
oh,
I
yeah.
don't even know how to describe it.
The theater was also extremely empty.
Yeah.
So Skylar and I, for the first half of the show, we sat like front mezzanine and we were kind of squished in our row. Our row was full, but everything else was empty, like empty, empty. Like we haven't seen as
Yeah.
empty since Chicago. So then for the second half of the show, we moved to like one of like the further back rows where it was just the two of us. So no one could even hear us or anything.
Yeah.
We were with no one, but Skylar was not happy.
We saw people bootlegging and I like didn't even care, which is weird
No,
for me. I was like, okay.
right in
Usually I'm
front of
so
us.
mad.
Hmm.
I don't know. It was trying so hard to the point where it wasn't funny. Like, and there's too many like plot lines that didn't like make sense and were
They
like
didn't.
very.
What bothered me is like the way they changed the storyline just wasn't. I think they tried to make it more comedic, but it was just not funny. And there were so many side plots that like never got brought up again, or they
Yeah.
were extremely rushed. I think they should have done either straight up bombshell, or they should have done the storyline from the Smash television show where Ivy and Karen are competing for the role of Marilyn. They
Yeah.
tried to combine everything. It didn't make sense. Karen was really like a secondary character, and her
Mhm.
character had like no development.
None.
Um, what's the character? The girl Chelsea, the
Yeah.
assistant who like sings whatever. Like I don't know. They didn't even make progress with their either. Like they were all about like, oh, let's make her Marilyn. She's plus size. We'll have it size inclusivity, and then boom, they don't even go that route.
And
So it's
Ivy
just
just
like,
decided, I'm sorry. And everyone's like, oh, it's okay. Like,
yeah.
no, she was a nightmare.
And
And then
then at the yeah, go ahead.
Chelsea at the end being like, no, I didn't want to be Marilyn. I want to be a director. Like, come on, you don't want to be the principal of
Yeah,
the
come
show.
on.
Come on.
The whole show she's getting front and center and trying to sing her part. But
Yeah.
then at the end also they tried to have a producer's moment where they're like, "Let's make a Broadway show about us making a Broadway show."
So
And it
stupid.
was just like so been there done that. There's It wasn't original, and we're gonna talk about this later because we're gonna talk about the Tony snubs. Personally, and I even said this in our vlog on TikTok,
Yeah.
you know, Brooks Ashmankis is the only person who was nominated from Smash for the Tony Awards. He got nominated for Best Featured Actor in a Musical.
Hmm.
I mean, he definitely, I guess, amongst the cast was a little bit more of a standout,
Yeah.
but I don't understand how he's nominated for Best Featured Actor in a Musical when he did not have a single musical number. There's
Made no
one
sense.
there's one tiny part where he does like 20 seconds of a song with Robin or Herder as Ivy,
Yeah.
but that's it.
No, it makes no sense. Like, and he even like he's talented and all that, but it wasn't funny.
No.
Like the jokes that he was saying, like it was so like camp. Like, and camp can be funny, but it was like the wrong side of camp.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't understand why he's nominated because like there's so many other featured actors that should have
Hmm.
been, and we're gonna go over those.
Yeah.
Um,
And Once Upon a Mattress, for example, was not nominated for any Tony Awards. Why couldn't they nominate him for his role in that show? That was a better
yeah,
show and a better role.
exactly. No, it's stupid. It makes no sense. It makes no
Hmm.
sense. It makes me wonder why, like, who the Tony voters are and why. Like, I want their reasonings. Like, I want
Hmm.
them to be have to like write out what made them pick,
Yeah, why were these shows and these people nominated? Like, I want details.
right? Like, I feel like they should have to like write essays, like in school. Like,
Hmm.
tell me why. Give me your like 3 points as to why you chose him or why
Hmm.
other shows were nominated somewhere.
Hmm. Like, I mean, I'm genuinely curious. Is there something we're missing? Do other people feel the way we feel? Like, that's what I
Yeah.
want to know. And if you do, please message us and let us know. Like, I'm curious to hear what other people think.
Yeah, me too. Definitely am.
Like, without filters. Like, I think that's part of the thing is, like, obviously a lot of people try not to give, like, their honest opinions. You don't want
Yeah.
to insult anyone. You don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But at the same time, when the two of us are really trying to give honest reviews, honest suggestions, it's like
Yeah.
sometimes we need to speak our truth. And I think our truth in this case was that we just really did not like the show and we don't understand where the nomination came from.
Yeah. We're
And
really
like,
disappointed in it.
yeah. And I'm sure there's people who argue against what we say,
Yeah.
but then I rather them tell us why. Like I just want to understand it.
Yeah, definitely. Let us know. Curious. Because it was like really hard to sit through.
Hmm. You were funny to watch during the show.
Yeah. And then we had the whole row to ourselves, so I was stretched.
Yes, Skylar during the second half of the show was like spread out.
It felt so good though. That was the only
Hmm.
positive of it. To
Hmm.
not be like crammed.
Yeah, and we did get good footage of the bows, so that was
Yeah, we
nice.
did. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I am happy we saw it. I was very curious about it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there is some really good music from the television of Smash. It's just the book suffered badly.
Bad. And also like when they were in like the rehearsal space, it was hard to hear the people who were like the front dialogue because there's a lot of other dialogues going on that were too loud.
Hmm.
And that annoyed me because I didn't know where to focus. Like a lot of
Yeah.
times I was like, where am I focusing right now? Okay, they're talking and it's supposed to be fast paced, but I feel like they needed to like lower their mics in that point, the background
Yeah,
people.
the sound mix felt off.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I guess let's get into our hyperfixations for the week so we can get through Broadway news and then really talk about the Tonys.
Hmm.
So, would you like to begin with your hyperfixations?
Sure. So before we actually hopped on, I said to Michelle, I'm having like a weird week where I'm like obsessed with Dear Evan Hansen all of a sudden again.
Hmm.
Not I always listen to the music. I did not see it on Broadway, um, which is like the biggest regret of my life. Obviously I've watched slime tutorials, but whatever. So at three, which is probably like one of like the most depressing ones, but Requiem from Dear Evan
Oh,
Hansen,
I love that number.
right? It's beautiful. The overlapping vocals, the um, you hear the grieving mother and the sister not knowing what to do when you're not really close with your sibling, but you're forced to be like I miss them and X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
So I don't know, which is weird. Obsessed with that. Um, at 2, the Boop album came out actually today, and lives were changed.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Preach.
we've been waiting since we saw the show in March, I think. It was like the first thing we said when we left. We're like, we need this album. Um,
Mm-hmm.
again, Boop got snubbed, and we'll talk about it, but she knocks me out from Boop, which is Dwayne's number. I just love it. I think it's so cutesy.
It's
And
so
he's like
great.
battling between the fact that like Betty Boop is a fictional like a cartoon that's drawn, but like he's so in love with her. And like what is he gonna do? I think it's so cute. And I'm not usually like that, listening to songs like that. But I've been
It's such
replaying it over and over again.
it's such a sweet number. And it's interesting that you are loving Boop this week because Boop is also on my hyperfixation list, but
Oh my
we'll
God.
get there.
Obsessed. I'm like, I want to go again. Um, I just I don't know, it's so cute. So,
It's such a sweet number.
and it puts you in such a great mood.
Hmm.
And then at 1, Derek Lana, but this is weird. My Petersburg from Anastasia.
Oh.
Obsessed.
Mm.
Obsessed.
I used to love that number.
Like his voice was made for that role.
Hmm. Very
And
true.
I don't know why they did a reunion recently and he wasn't in it.
I
And I was like, "Oh, I'm not going." Like he is
won- I wonder
and
why.
I don't know, it was weird because Christy was. So
That's
yeah,
odd.
and I think that started my Dear Evan Hansen obsession because on Spotify like I play my Petersburg, but then the next thing will just be like random songs in a playlist. Like they'll just like randomly do it based on like that song. So like Dear Evan Hansen came up, and I was like, oh, I actually really like this cast album. So yeah, those are my songs. A lot of Derek Lana
Excellent.
again, and Boop.
There, was it last week's episode we went Derek Colena?
Yeah,
Derek
Colonna.
Colena.
That makes. I would not be opposed to going Sunday.
I would not
Wouldn't be
either. You
opposed.
you wouldn't have to beg me.
No, you wouldn't have to. You wouldn't. But yeah,
Mm-mm.
book wise, I finished the other book of the Heartless Hunter series. It ended the way I wanted to, even though I was scared for a second. Uh, I recommend it. So if you're looking for like witch hunters and witches falling in love with witch hunters, I liked it. But now I'm moving on to the final book. Well, maybe final for now of the Hunger Games. So I'm reading Sunrise on the Reaping, and it's about Haymitch's story. And I feel like my heart is gonna get broken into two because he's notorious to being the drunk. I mean, he's their advisor and all that, but he's always drunk. So
Mm.
now it's starting when he was forced into the Hunger Games, and I guess it's gonna go through all his lives up to this point. So I'm like, I think my heart is gonna be broken into two, but so far, love it.
It's excellent. Very
Yeah,
good week.
yeah. Not watching shows.
Mm.
I stopped watching that cowboy show. I got bored.
Mm. Makes sense.
Mm.
Okay, I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
So I've been having an interesting week. I'm really only between Boop and Wicked.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So in my third place spot is um the song Portrait of Betty from Boop,
Mm-hmm.
which is the song sung by the younger female character. I can't remember her name all of a sudden. The girl.
Patricia? Trisha?
Trisha, yes.
Trisha.
So when I saw Boob last I saw it, This was like the best I ever had heard her sing the song, and it was so fantastic. So I was like, when the album that I really want to listen to it again. And she does have some really great like high notes at the end of the song, and it's just very
Hmm.
like I was listening to the lyrics more today because sometimes it's hard to hear the lyrics when you're in
Yeah.
person. And the lyrics are so beautiful. It talks about what makes Betty Boop so empowering and what she does and why she inspires people. And it's just like if you sit down and really think about the lyrics, it's a great song.
Yeah.
Um, so that's in my number three spot.
Can we talk about the color of love before we move
Oh, I
on?
love that number.
I just Boop is so good. It just put me in
So
such a good mood this morning.
it got
That's
so
an
snubbed.
honorary mention. The color of love. Listen to it.
Definitely listen to the whole album, to be
Well, yeah.
honest. Um, in my second place, of the week is from Wicked,
Hmm.
is actually the Wicked movie version of Defying Gravity.
Iconic.
I was blasting it last night while showering, and I love that song
So
so
good.
much. And her version of it is so beautiful. Like I love the progression throughout the song on how at the end she's just like, "It's me," but like it's like you can just
Yeah.
feel her when she's getting freed
Hmm.
during the
They
number. And
did
I
such a great job in changing the orchestration, but yet staying so traditional to Wicked.
yes, and I hope they do the same thing with the second movie. I feel like they will, but I know they're
Yeah.
also adding in new songs too, so we'll see. But it's just so beautiful. And I really
Yeah.
hope that at the Tony Awards, Cynthia opens the show by singing something from Wicked.
She has to.
I hope she does something. Like,
I hope
it's
she goes through her.
Wicked.
I hope she goes through her catalog.
Yeah,
Like a little
I
bit of
would
this, a
love
little bit of
that.
that. If she sings "I'm Here" at the end, bye.
Bye. Bye.
Literally bye.
Um, so that's in my second place. And then for the first place, we're going to go back to Boop again. And it's
Of course.
interesting that you were talking about Ainsley singing She Knocks Me Out because
Yeah.
my first place is Ainsley singing I Speak Jazz.
I love the trumpet.
Oh my God, it's
Yes.
beautiful. The orchestrations in Boop are gorgeous.
So good.
They're gorgeous, but his voice is so smooth and
Right?
so calming in a sense, but like
Yeah.
he sounds like Michael Bublé. Like his voice is
You're
so
so right.
gorgeous. I just feel like and well, I'm gonna rant about it later, but he,
Oh
when
yeah.
anyone was snubbed, he should have been nominated.
And I think like and this is us being Broadway musical, we always like to find, your leading man, you want to find him attractive. I think his voice really sold it for me in that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because like that smooth jazz voice you wouldn't expect to come out of his body. And when it did, I was like, okay, I get why Betty wants to be with him. Come
I
on.
was I was thinking about that today actually, like when in the car I was listening to it, and I was thinking to myself like his voice is just hot. Like it's just a
Yes.
hot singing voice.
And you don't expect it to come out of his body.
No, no.
It's so good.
Maybe we go to that.
I'm so down, but I'm so afraid that there's gonna be like, I don't know.
People may be out Tony night.
Yeah.
But maybe we do that for our two show extravaganza.
We got lots of those coming up.
I know. Um, so those are my songs for the week. In
Okay.
regards to other hyperfixations, my only other real hyperfixation for this week is TV. I have been rewatching Degrassi.
Yes.
I started speaking about it last week. I'm now almost near the end of season three. If anyone has watched Degrassi, please let me know. I need someone to talk about it with. It's so good. I'm enjoying my rewatch. I really would
I'm
like you to
glad.
watch it. I really would like you to watch it. I think you will like the show.
Maybe now once summer approaches and I don't work. Well, I work a little bit, but like not every day.
I would like you to watch it. I'm telling you, the first season's hard to get through. Second season gets better, and then the third season it's like, oh hell yeah. But I don't want to
Oh,
spoil it
hell
for you.
yeah.
I don't want to spoil it for you, but I was watching it the other day and my brother was over and he was like, Michelle, how could you be watching this? This show is like garbage. Like this is entertaining to you. And I was like, hell yeah, it is. I was like, listen, when it's younger. When they're younger, it's not easy to get through. When they get older, it is great. Just wait till something big happens in season 4 that I cannot name
Mm.
on this podcast. I don't want to spoil it for people, but there may be
Spoiler.
some boom boom action. We'll see.
Oh, not the boom boom.
And a certain rapper we all know that's big in today's day and age may end up in a wheelchair. We'll see.
Drake.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Oh,
He
oh
he he
man.
he gets he may or may not get shot in the back.
Oh, Jesus
But
Christ.
I literally kept yelling at my brother today. I was like, just wait till Jimmy gets shot. It gets good.
It's a boom
Um,
boom.
spoiler alert. If you watched Degrassi, I just spoiled a big season 4 plot twist. But it gets really good. So I've been hyperfixating over that. And then I would say I've also been hyperfixating this week. I rewatched the Super Mario movie.
Oh, jeez.
You know me and my kid shows and my kid movies. Like, give me a good
See, I should be
cartoon.
the one doing it because I'm a preschool teacher. Like,
Listen, I like to be able to just like play something on the TV and be able to do other stuff at the same time and just have like a good,
yeah.
relaxing, feel-good movie. And I needed that the other night. So I put on the Mario movie. I haven't seen it since it came out. I forgot how good it was. It's excellent. There's
Is
so
that what
many
Peach
like,
is?
yes, peaches, 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 yeah.
There's a
But
point where I would have to play it like every day because the kids were so
um
obsessed with it.
well, because it's a great song. But the movie itself is so good. There's so many like little nods to Nintendo, even just with the background music. Like you hear the Mario music playing, you hear all different parts of like the movies and the video games and stuff. It's really excellent.
Hmm.
And I highly, highly enjoyed it. And if you've seen the movie, I don't know if you've seen the movie.
No.
There's this little star character that I feel like is literally us.
Why?
Like this little star is like all like happy, 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 but then it's like in the back of their mind, they're like little like like um like they'll make a comment, they'll be like, and then we'll have the sweet relief of death. Something. But it's like
Anxiety
obviously
stuff.
like joking around. It's like literally like the little star is like everyone's anxiety is coming out. But like,
That's funny.
no, hold on. I want to look up some quotes of what she says in the movie because it's just like so funny. Oh, hold on, 1 second.
So she's just like happy and then like
It's just like this little like really really cute star, but like she's like has this really darkness in her. So. There's like even like a Reddit thread of like what are some of like the best quotes. Some of the quotes in the movie are, "In an insane world, it is the sane who is called crazy."
oh
And here's another one. Time, like hope, is an illusion.
my God. The negative
There,
thoughts.
there is no sunshine, only darkness.
Oh
Everything's over now,
no.
and all that's left is you in an infinite void. But this is coming from this little, like, cute
Star.
star. Hold on, I'm gonna show you her. Her name's Luma Lee.
Oh my God.
But it's just, like, so funny. Like, I don't know why I couldn't stop laughing. Like, this is who's saying it.
Oh.
It's just this little cute star. And at one point, she's in this cage, and it's, like, being lowered into the lava. And she's just
Mhm.
so happy about it. She's like, yes, finally. It's
Oh
weird.
my God.
It's so
Yeah,
weird.
no.
I don't know why. It just like reminded me of us when we make like our like sarcastic jokes. Like the amount of sarcasm.
Oh my God, it's bad.
It's just really I don't know.
You know what's good when both of us look at each other and we go, "Can I be mean for a second?"
Yeah. We do that a lot.
Yeah. I will say though, before we move on, I
Mhm.
am hyper fixating on putting on a performance for graduation. So my kids graduate in like 2 weeks and they're singing You
Mm.
Got a Friend to Me. And I'm trying to teach them a whole dance with it. So I am hyper fixating on being like a dance mom and trying to teach put on the best performance of their life.
No, okay, so we were in the car the other day, and Skylar starts telling me about the songs she's teaching them, and she
Yeah.
goes, "This is one of the songs. We will rock you,
Rocket kindergarten.
kindergarten."
But they point. I've been teaching them to point when they say kindergarten. Kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
We're doing
What
this
was
a
the other
violin
song?
too.
What was the other song?
We're doing You Got a Friend to Me.
Oh
You
yeah.
got troubles and I got
I
them
got him
too.
too.
And then it's
Skylar
like
starts teaching me the choreography in the car the other day.
I've become a full dance mom because they're gonna put on the performance of their life.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's gonna remember their pre-K graduation.
Mm. They're gonna be so cool
Cool. In
and
school.
school. And yes, that's the quote of one of her preschoolers.
Miss Skylar, I'm so cool in school. Oh my God. Wait, sorry. Can I tell this funny story and then we'll move on? Like, really?
Hmm.
Because I was teaching them this little light of mine. I'm like, okay, everyone put their lights up, and it's their index finger.
Hmm.
And this kid is like, he can't figure it out. And he goes, Miss Skylar, the middle finger, right? And he's
He was flipping you off.
I was like, no, 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 no. I was dying though. I had to turn away because I was laughing so hard.
I love when little kids give you the middle finger.
It's so
Oh,
funny.
okay, now going off that story, and then we must get to the Broadway
Yeah, yeah,
news.
move on.
A few months ago, I would say a couple months ago now, I was sitting with my little nephew, and he's this little 3-year old, and he's so cute. And we had like cake on the table to serve everyone, and he keeps putting his finger in the cake and licking his finger and putting it back. And I said there was
Yeah.
like I was like, you can't do that. Like that's how people get germs. There's other people who need to eat. And he goes, okay, I'll use other fingers. And I was like, no. And he's like,
You
no, I'll use
can't.
another finger. And then he goes, how about this one?
Yeah,
And
the
he puts
middle
a
one.
middle finger right in my face. And then he knows it's a bad finger. So I couldn't keep my smile in. I started cracking up. And then he purposely goes around the table showing his middle finger to everyone else in my family to make
Oh
sure
my
everyone
God.
knows he gave me the middle
Middle
finger
finger.
for
It's
telling him not to lick the frosting.
it's so funny. But it's also so funny when they curse. It's so hard not to laugh.
It's so funny.
It's so
Okay, oh
funny.
my God. Okay, okay, one more story, then we must move on. Because you're talking about the cursing, I got sent a video last week of him, my same little nephew, sitting in the car, and all of a sudden, over and over again, he keeps going, fucking and stupid. And I'm sorry, excuse my frank language, but he keeps going, it's fucking and stupid,
Oh
fucking
my
and stupid.
God.
And then my other nephew turns to him and goes, why are you being so cuckoo? Stop being cuckoo. And he goes, I'm not being cuckoo. I'm just, maybe just a little bit, but I'm only gonna be cuckoo one more time, okay? And then my other nephew's like, okay, whatever. And then he goes one more time loudly, he goes, fucking and stupid.
Oh my
Okay. And then he goes
God.
like this. He starts singing himself and he goes, now all done.
Oh my God. I can't.
Little 3 year old.
They're such little demons, but they're so funny.
They're so cute.
Like I'm so exhausted at the end of the day, but like the stuff that comes out of their mouths is just like actually insane.
Sometimes I'm like, where is it coming from?
I don't know. I said something and I was like, you didn't hear that. I said something that I didn't mean to say out loud. And
What'd
I
you
said,
say? What'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say?
okay, it was bad. There's this grandma who picks up one of the kids.
Hmm.
I might have called her evil grandma is here because she like yelled at me one
Oh.
time. I said it
Hmm.
out loud, and he's my favorite. He goes, "Evil grandma." I was like, "No, I didn't say that." And he goes, "Miss Skylar, I heard you with my two ears." And I was like, "No, I didn't say that." He's like, "Miss Skylar, don't mess with me. I heard you." I was like,
Oh my
"Fine,
God.
don't repeat it. You heard me mess up."
Oh no.
It was
Not
bad.
the
It was bad.
evil
It
grandma.
was bad. It's the end of the school year and it slipped right out of my mouth.
Let's just watch evil grandma listens to the podcast.
She flipped me her badge,
Ugh,
like her cop
evil.
badge, and I was like, "Lady, like, what do you want to fight me? Like, it's
You're a preschool teacher.
like you're arrest me now? Like,
I'm teaching them how to rock kindergarten. What's your
literally,
problem?
leave me alone.
Okay, well, now that we spent 30 minutes just talking about whatever, I guess we should get to Broadway news.
Let's go to the Broadway. The Broadway.
The Broadway. So, big exciting news. Leslie Odom, blah, 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 blah.
That guy.
That guy.
The Burr.
The bar. Leslie Odom Jr., there we go, has extended his run in Broadway's Hamilton. So originally he was scheduled to go through November 23rd. Now he's going to go through November 26th.
A
Big
whole
whoop.
3 days. Wait, I just realized it was only 3 days.
3 more days. I'm
Hey.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sick of these shows announcing their extensions and then it's like a day. Like Sunset Boulevard
Sunset.
announced that they're extending, but it's by a week. I'm
Yeah,
like,
literally.
okay, and
Thanks. I just realized
thanks.
it's only 3 days. I'm so dead. That's so funny. That's so funny.
I love how you and me both go, big wolf.
Big whoop. 3 days.
3 days. So yeah, if you haven't gotten tickets, you got 3 more chances. I'm sorry, guys. We are so loopy tonight.
Okay, so if you're not rich, bitches, like
Okay, so is this our explicit episode?
rated R. So if you're like us, you can afford to see George.
Free.
And good night and good luck because tickets were like $1,000, and that's sickening. So tomorrow, June. Well, this is coming out, so well, okay.
Well,
Well,
hopefully you caught good night and good luck. Hopefully you caught good night and good luck last night on CNN.
I hope you
Um,
watched it. You can also watch it on HBO Max if you
Maybe we'll post a
subscription.
reminder on our Instagram and TikTok to help you guys out because we're talking about it, but it happened.
I was not really focusing on
I just want to make it clear. Skylar makes our outlines. Skylar makes the outlines.
Skylar's a little sleepy. Oh, my stomach.
Stomach is killing me.
Well, I hope it was good.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was fulfilling. We'll be watching.
There is a
Oh.
step by step you could have watched.
I can't breathe. Oh, my
Oh,
chest hurts.
I'm sweating. Okay.
Well, in other news,
More recent.
more recent news, not the past.
Past is in the past.
Yes. Beetlejuice is coming back to Broadway. The first national tour is going to play a 13-week limited engagement at the Palace this fall, beginning October 8th.
Wow. In time for Halloween.
Oh, that's probably why they did it.
I
Mm.
would like to go.
I've seen it. I like Beetlejuice, but it's not my favorite in the world,
I didn't get to
personally.
see it when it was on Broadway. So I feel like I probably should.
There's good moments. I just hope it's not going to be the tour version
Yeah.
coming to Broadway. Like, I hope because I know for the tour version, they cut down a lot. They cut down on props and things. So I hope they get
Yeah.
the Broadway stuff out of the vault.
Well, the Palace is a huge theater.
Yeah, that too. To be honest, I don't know if Beetlejuice can fill 3 floors unless they're closing the
Well,
balcony.
they closed the balcony for Glengarry, look.
Well,
What?
they're going lost. We're having a night. Having a night.
Yeah, we are. Glenn. Sorry, I had to unplug my computer's being loud.
Mm, it's
Um,
a noisy tonight.
it's overworked. Um, Shoot, what was I saying? Glengarry Glenn.
There's like Beetlejuice in the big theater.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Moving on. Next set of news, Skylar.
Dolly casting was announced. We already
Bleh.
got some of it, but the only thing I'm excited for is "Oh My Man, I Love You."
Love him so.
John.
John Strojeski.
The
He's gonna be playing Porter Wagner. I'm sorry, his casting is fantastic. All the other
rest.
casting, this is what I have to say. Bleh. Because and the reason I'm saying that is because they falsely advertised this contest online. They casted, I think, one young girl who was like from the
Right?
contest, if even, but none of the Dollies are from the contest.
No.
Elise Bell should have been Dolly, and I will stand behind that. I know there's a lot of Elise Bell stands on TikTok. I don't know if you saw her audition. I'm assuming you did because it went viral,
Yeah.
but they really they led on everybody to the point where I like cannot support the show. Like I'm really angry at what they did.
Well, that's the thing. Like, why would they do that? Because people are gonna get angry and not support. Because that's our generation. We do that. We don't support things if we don't like it.
Well,
Like,
they did it for marketing, but which I get, but they should have casted at least her, if not someone else who may have been better fit for the role, as the understudy, as the standby, as
yeah.
an ensemble. They didn't even put anyone in the cast, and that bothers me. Like, don't call it the search for Dolly then. If you already had your dollies, don't call it the search for Dolly.
Yeah, I don't get it. It was very stupid of them. Like, again, PR people, what are you doing?
Hmm.
What are you doing? I could do your job.
Will I go see it when it comes to Broadway for John Georgeski? 100%. Will I be happy about it? No.
No, and I'll just look at him the whole time. Thank you very much.
I'm just looking staring and drooling.
Yeah.
Um, so June 22nd is a very special night. Broadway Bears is coming back to the city. It's going to be doing two shows at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City at 9:30 p.m. and midnight.
I was just
And
about to say,
some,
does it say midnight?
yes, it
We
does,
could
miss.
never.
Yes, it does, miss. And some of the celebrities already that we know are going to be featured are Andre DeShields, um, J. Harrison Gee, and Tom Francis,
Mr. Sunset. No, Mr. Soda Scout.
Mr. Soda Scout. But you also can see him shirtless 8 times a week at Sunset Boulevard. Just saying.
Yeah. For 2 times, right? Twice. Twice?
What?
Once.
What were you saying?
I'm I think I'm sleeping.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I'm burnt.
You good? You good?
Literally, I have sunburn.
Are you good? You good?
I'm good. I was saying, doesn't he go shirtless twice? But then I was remembering the first time he's wearing a wife
Hmm.
beater.
He's shirtless at the end.
Yeah.
But
And pantsless.
yeah, and pantless. But if you haven't seen him shirtless and you want to, go to Broadway Bears. You got two chances
That's
on
a
June 20th.
Sunday.
It's a Sunday night.
How are people doing a midnight show at Sunday? Oh my God, on
Um,
Sunday. I mean,
I don't know. They crazy. I got work the next day.
like I'd be sleepy.
I'd be celebrating my birthday and then,
Yeah.
well, because my birthday's that week, so that's my birthday weekend, and then I go to bed.
Yeah, literally.
Hmm.
Well, if you haven't heard, then I don't know where you be living because this is crazy. The
Hmm.
Wicked for Good trailer came out.
Holy
And the tears
SHIT.
stream down my
My
face.
face. The two of us. When I watched it, I instantly started sobbing. I had tears running down my face. I watched it twice in a row and I couldn't breathe. And I text Skylar and she didn't respond to me. I think she was sleeping.
If it was 9 p.m., I was definitely sleeping.
You were. It was
Yeah.
9 p.m. But she
Yeah.
was sleeping and ignoring me, Miss Skylar. And I was having a freaking panic attack by myself while listening to For Good for the first time. And she's sleeping. She's sleeping.
I've been sleeping on the job. I'm sorry.
Listen, it's gonna be beautiful.
It really is.
Fiero,
Fiero.
hunky as hell.
Shut up.
I think go to bed?
Yeah.
Piero. Piero hunky as hell. Jonathan Bailey. You looking good in that trailer. But
Yes.
we love our Bridgerton men.
Oh, man.
But also, oh my God, For Good was so pretty already. When she goes, and I've had so many friends, but only one that mattered. I instantly stopped.
Oh.
Skylar, I was thinking about it because obviously I want us to buy tickets to see it opening week.
Yeah.
I don't
Like
know how I'm gonna be able to sit next to you.
we're gonna be like this. We're gonna have to like have like a divider because we can't look at each other.
I'm gonna bring like a giant cardboard shield.
No, remember in school when you had to put your folders up during tests?
Yeah, we're gonna pack folders. Put them like you know how most of the seats have like little armrests. Put
Yeah.
them in between the armrests.
We're not gonna be able to look at each other.
I'm not.
We couldn't even do it at Live Wicked.
I also don't know if I can be sitting next to you during as long as you're mine because we're both gonna be feral.
They better make it R. That's all I'm saying.
I want rated R plus.
She needs to be stripping him.
hmm Listen, if he could strip it down in Bridgerton, he could strip it down in Wicked. That's all I'm gonna say. And
Yeah.
she better say the iconic line. And for the first time, I feel wicked.
And then they just go at it.
And boom, naked.
With the broom.
Ew!
Oh my god, I can't.
What?
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. Ew.
I'm kidding.
I know. I was just thinking about it. Ew.
That would hurt. That would hurt.
Yeah, that would hurt. This is definitely R-rated
R.
our episode. Um, yeah. Can't breathe.
I saw this TikTok of somebody who said it's only like, wait, how many months until November? Is it 4 or 5?
July, August, September, October, November. 5. And yes, I'm using my fingers.
Me too. Um, Someone wrote 5 months until I see that bitch Nessa Rose get hit by a house.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry. Oops.
But yes,
Whoopsies.
she couldn't get what's coming to her.
Yeah.
That's right. Damn straight.
Damn straight.
That's what you get for saying Bach.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Bach is a sweet little soul. She messed
Really
with
is.
him. She messed with him.
Little munchkin.
My little munchkin boy.
I can't.
We're on another level tonight. I'm so sorry, everyone. Other news, which we already kind of talked about. Obviously, Boop had their cast recording released today, but also Real Women Have Curves had their cast recording released today, which we are so excited about also because we loved that show. And if you haven't listened to it or seen the show, you should flock. You should run. You should sprint.
Literally.
Leap.
It's so good.
So good. So powerful, so moving. It was also announced today that, and again, this news is going to be in the past because we're already going to have the winners. But the Tony Awards launched a lottery for people to win mezzanine seats to go to the show for $500.
Can we talk about what Josh Strobel wrote?
Please. So I don't know why this popped up, but when I saw the post that about the Tony Awards lottery nomination, I took a screenshot. I sent it to Skylar because the only comment on my phone that showed underneath the post is Josh Strobel going, "You guys got standing room?"
So good. So good. Josh Strobel, good job. Good job. Good job.
Shout out Josh Strobel. That was so funny.
That was so funny. When you sent it to me, I laughed out loud. I was like, that's so good.
But I'm like, why is it his comment of all comments just showing at the bottom of my phone?
Yeah, I wonder if that's. Wait, what is that on?
There's 85 comments. Why is his populating for me?
But what post? Who posted
It was Broadway World.
Broadway World? Let me look.
It was just so funny. You guys got standing room?
Like, that's so funny.
But it's also like invite Josh Strobel to the Tony Awards. I'm gonna campaign.
Invite all of them. No, mine is random
Oh
person.
my God. I don't know who this person is that commented back to him. Hold on a minute. Did you see what someone wrote back to him? I think this is just a fan of the show, but she commented back to him and wrote, knowing our luck, it'd be too tall to see over.
Oh, that's so mean.
That's so mean. That's so
That's
mean.
so mean.
If you're not actually friends with Josh, that's nasty. Oh hell, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's so mean.
Don't make fun of his height. He's trying his best.
Oh, that's mean. I don't like that.
That comment really actually bothers me. And as a short person myself, yes, I take offense to that comment.
Rude.
Some of the comments are so funny. One person wrote, "In this economy, is Beyonce gonna be there?"
No,
Accessibly inaccessible. Well done. I was so happy for point 0.2 seconds.
I know. That's how I felt when I saw lottery. I was like, oh, 500.
Heartwarming. Can't wait to donate my liver. Um, let's see what else. I'm reading through all the comments.
Oh
Someone
no.
wrote, thought this was Othello for a second.
That's funny.
Whoever set the price must have been in charge of setting the Othello ticket prices.
I saw somebody went to the box office day of Othello, like an hour before, and they
Hmm.
were still trying to sell like all the way in the back for 500. Like one of the last rows.
That's crazy. I would never.
No.
Someone commented, or we could go see Boo.
That's good. That's good.
So funny. Reading these comments is so. Someone wrote, to be fair, most of y'all paid a lot more than that for Taylor and Beyonce.
True. True.
Mhm. But I will say, I may or may not have entered the lottery for it. I just felt like I had to try because I think I would have regret if I didn't at least try.
Hmm.
Like, I wanted to see if I win and at least have the option. So,
We're rich bitches.
yeah, yeah, apparently. But
Apparently.
listen, it's like honestly though, like when else are you gonna get to really go to the Tony? So I was like, you know what? Let's just try. And we'll see what happens. So who knows? Maybe we'll end up there Sunday. And this episode will come out and you guys won't even know, but we're getting ready to go to the Tonys.
Could you imagine though? Like, what the heck would we wear? I don't know.
You can wear your navy dress. You have a navy gown.
Yeah.
I gotta look
I
at what I
hope
have in
it's
my
still in
closet.
stores.
Why would it not be?
I think it is.
That was a
I'm
great dress
looking
on
all
you.
over the place. Yeah.
What am I gonna wear?
Where do you even shop for gowns?
Macy's has some.
Hmm.
I was at Macy's today though. A lot of their clothing is so farty. Just throwing that out there.
So what?
Farty, like old lady farty.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Hmm.
You know, Old Navy has the occasion line.
But we're not gonna get that by Sunday.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to, if we somehow win and choose to go, we're gonna have to run to the stores tomorrow.
Yeah. All
You better
plans.
be, you better be ready. All plans canceled. Be going. But you know what's crazy is if we win, they only give you 4 hours to get into Manhattan to pick up the tickets. You can't pick it up online. It's in person only.
Tomorrow?
Hmm. I've already like made sure that wherever I am, I can have my car and go.
That's crazy.
I just feel like if we won, it's like it's the opportunity of a lifetime. Because honestly, I don't know if we ever would get to go again.
Yeah.
And it'd be such a cool year to go too because of Hamilton and everything. And Cynthia Erivo, something to ponder.
Are these sugar daddies out there? No I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We're kidding. Okay. So, as we
But
were just discussing Tony's, we are gonna talk about how mad we were when we heard certain people or certain shows were
mhm,
nominated, and we're gonna rant because that's what we love to do.
we have a lot of ranting to do.
We have a lot of
Starting with
boo.
actually, should we go to through the shows or through categories? Like, should we go through each category of what we think should have been nominated?
Well, I think we have like an overview of who exactly we think should be
Yeah.
replacing.
We definitely have some things to start with, totally. Like
Yeah.
you said, number one, Boop.
Yeah.
Boop got freaking snubbed.
It should have been best musical. It should have been in there.
Should have been nominated for Best Musical. Ainsley should have been nominated for Best Leading Actor in a Musical.
Yeah, we were talking about that, like leading or even featured, like anything. He should have been nominated. His
It,
talent is unreal. Like it's something that when you go to Broadway, you want to see uh somebody who's different. Someone who has that talent, but like it's so different from another person you saw. And I feel like
mhm,
he brought that to Broadway.
yeah. You know what also they should have been nominated for? Best
Hmm.
lighting design.
Yep.
Because the lighting between the black and white world of Betty Boop and
Yeah.
the human world was so brilliant. And there's even a number in the show where it's like split screen.
So cool.
And it's so cool because the people who are supposed to be black and white, they look like gray, like with the way the
Yes.
lighting is featured. And then Ainsley's actually in the middle and he's so bright and
Hmm.
colorful. It's just the lighting was brilliant of that show.
Yes. I don't get it. Like, why did everybody have so many problems with Boop, the Tonys voters? Like, what was your problem? What stick was up your ass that day?
Oh my God.
Sorry. Okay, okay, I'll stop.
Okay. Okay, moving on. Another show that got snubbed, they got a couple of nominations, but Real Women Have Curves, again,
Oh
should have
yeah.
been nominated for Best Musical. It was fantastic. Such a heartwarming story. You could tell the actors love what they do.
Yeah, their energy on the stage was something that we haven't seen in a long time.
Hmm. And um honestly, I almost feel like maybe Tatiana should have been nominated for Best Actress.
It's
She
hard
was
because it's
great.
the year of Audra, Nicole. You have
Yeah.
all those big names.
There's a lot of competition.
Like, it's so hard. But I think they get snobbed. Even oh my god, why am Estella?
Hmm.
She could have been nominated
For
featured.
Best Featured. But I guess they chose Justina.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't want two from the same show, but you know, I hate saying it, but I feel like this is a lot of the case with the Tonys. It's always the big stars that get nominated.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's hard as a Broadway debut to get nominated. I think Jasmine got lucky,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's something that's very common.
And I want her to win so badly. Like so bad.
Hmm.
Like with every bone in my body. I think she deserves that Tony.
Hmm.
But I feel like Death Becomes Her is gonna like sweep and I
I really hope not. That's like the one show I don't want to sweep.
no, because you know what? Real Women Have Curves was based on a movie, but like you didn't feel it, if that makes sense.
No.
Because they it was based on the play too of Real Women Have Curves. So they took ideas
Hmm.
from the play, the movie, and they kind of morphed it into this musical. And the way they did it was like absolutely beautiful. You have Death Becomes Her, and it's a carbon copy of the movie. And
Yeah.
I don't know, like, yeah, the special effects are so cool. They're funny, but at some point, it was like you're doing the same jokes over and over again. I'm over it. Like now I
I
want
got
the musical.
Like I agree. I got bored after a certain
Yeah.
point because the jokes were the same over and over again. Even the set doesn't change a lot. The
Yeah.
coolest part of the set is the number where Ernest is like talking to all of his like equipment and they start like
Yeah.
talking back like the puppetry is cool. But that's
But
like
even like the song sounded similar, like all the ballads.
yeah, none of the songs like I don't really remember most of them. The only songs I know are the ones that have gone viral on TikTok, in all
Yeah.
honesty. Um Another performance that I think should have been nominated for Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role in a Musical,
Mhm.
I think Gray should have been nominated for Elf.
Oh my God.
He was
Yes.
fantastic as Buddy.
That
He
production was
literally,
fantastic.
the production got itself, Elf got snubbed.
Snubbed.
I get it. The set design was not great on that show. You could tell like the budget
Yeah,
all went towards the sleigh.
yeah.
But the cast themselves were absolutely incredible.
Oh my God, he was so
He
good.
he was Buddy. Like you
Yes.
believe this was Will Ferrell.
Yeah. And they should have done a cast recording. Like that's
Hmm.
BS. I want to
Yeah.
hear Gray Henson in my ears.
Mm. I mean, I like
And
Sebastian too, but I would love
yeah,
Gray's version. I think if anything got nominated from that show, it should have been that.
yeah, I agree. And I will say, sorry to go back to Boop, but I think Boop should be performing at the Tonys. That's
Hmm.
ridiculous that they're not.
I don't understand why they're not performing at the Tonys. At least have Jasmine do her solo. Show
Yeah,
people why she's nominated for Best Leading Actress.
yeah. Like Floyd Collins is, which is because of probably Jermaine Jordan, right? Death Becomes Her. Real Women Have Curves is, which I'm glad.
Well, wait. So Real Woman Have Curves is performing, but not Boop?
Yeah,
See, that is weird to me. I thought Floyd Collins was performing because it's all the best revival of musicals and best musicals. But Real Woman didn't get nominated for that, so why are they performing?
I have no idea.
That's weird to me. That's unfair. Then Boop should perform.
Boop should be performing. Like that makes no sense.
I mean, they got nominated for best choreography. They got nominated for a lot. I mean, it's still not a ton, but they did get a couple nominations.
Yeah,
I think they had just the same amount as Real Woman had.
like 3 or 4, right?
Yeah, that bothers me. Um, Another show that I'm surprised didn't get nominated for anything is Once Upon a Mattress.
Yeah, what the heck? That too.
Again, I thought Sutton Foster would have gotten a nomination.
Yeah, you're right. I'm
Uh,
kind of shocked about that.
like, do I think I would have voted for her to win? No, but I think she could have at least been nominated.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I agree. I'm kind of shocked. She kind of stole the show.
Hmm.
And I liked Michael Urie too,
He was great. Actually, he should have been nominated for featured actor. He was
right?
hilarious.
He was really funny.
Um, Another show that's not nominated for anything, but I don't feel like they necessarily got snubbed is Redwood. I did not
Yeah.
love Redwood. But again, I'm surprised the Tony voters, being the Tony voters, did not nominate Adina.
Really?
Well, because there were some people who like really loved Redwood. It just wasn't our cup of tea.
I saw a lot of not great reviews. I was on that
Hmm.
side of TikTok. I think Adina, she had better performances. And If
I
Then she
agree.
was incredible. Um,
It
Obviously
wasn't her
Wicked.
strong suit, this
But
show.
yeah, the show was the songs. I feel like when we saw her shoot, it wasn't like, wow, that's Adina Menzel.
She was actually pitchy.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, yeah, like would I have voted for her? No. I'm just surprised she wasn't one
She
of the
didn't get
options.
nominations. Yeah.
Um, I'm also surprised that Nick Jonas wasn't nominated for last 5 years because I do think he was the best part of the show,
Yeah. We were
personally.
talking about this. They got nothing,
Or
which is interesting.
I'm surprised they didn't even get nominated for best revival.
Yes, but the revival wasn't good.
But do you think that deserved it more than Floyd Collins?
No.
You think Floyd Collins was better the last 5 years?
I think Floyd Collins, I think it's just a musical that I just don't like. But am I gonna knock the production value?
Mm.
Like the talent that was oozing out, like it was in that aspect. I didn't like the story at all.
Do you think Once Upon a Mattress should have been nominated for Best Revival over Floyd Collins?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Last 5 years again, like I just hated the way the director looked at it. I mean, you walked in, you were listening to happy pop music. Like, are you
Hmm.
insane? Like you have no idea what the show is about.
Hmm.
Um,
It's surprising to me that Pirates got nominated for Best Revival over Once Upon a Mattress. 'Cause I think both were equally good.
yeah.
I really liked Once Upon a Mattress. I mean, I think Pirates had bigger show and production value,
Yeah.
but again, I still think Once Upon a Mattress should have been nominated over Floyd Collins.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Because when Once Upon a Mattress was out, it was so hyped. So I'm just stunned that
It
it
was
didn't.
so good. I don't remember being bored at all.
No, I really enjoyed the story. There was a lot of standout characters in that show. Daniel Breaker was also in it. He also could have been
It was
nominated
so
for his
good.
role. He
He
was
was so
also
good.
fantastic.
That show was funny. It's weird to think that in August we saw that a year ago.
Like I almost wonder, and I know this sounds bad, but I almost wonder if the shows that come out earlier in the season,
Get snubbed.
if they get snubbed, if they get like forgotten about.
They might.
Because like
Because I forgot until you brought it up.
I do think it's weird it didn't get nominated. I think it's weird that Elf didn't get anything.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm mad
but
about.
it's like if you think about it, all the best revivals just recently came out. Floyd Collins, Gypsy, Pirates. The only one
Yeah.
that didn't is Sunset.
Yeah.
Even
Probably.
the best musicals too, a lot of them are more on the newer side of the season.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you're right. Huh.
I don't know how I feel about it.
'Cause I wonder if they revisit it. Tony voters.
I mean, they're Tony voters are required to see every Broadway show.
Yeah.
Another show that didn't get nominated for anything is Stephen Sondheim's Old Friends. I thought they would at least be nominated for Best Orchestrations.
Oh my God. Yeah, definitely.
Like, I hope they didn't not nominate it because they're like Stephen Sondheim, and Stephen Sondheim when he passed away. I
Mm.
think the show itself still deserved a nomination for Best Orchestration.
It was so cool too in the way that the actors switch into characters from the shows. Like that's hard.
Hmm
You go from playing like serious and you have Leah playing Mrs. Lovett. Like she had this
hmm
like and then you have her going back to just regular, like you know what I mean? Like it was kind of insane to me how each person, even the ensemble, had to switch into different characters in different scenes.
Yeah.
Like that's
It's it's
hard.
it's very hard and they really did it so well.
Yeah, it was beautiful. The
Yeah.
harmonies, oh my gosh. Like
It's
we were
just
just sitting there like this isn't real life.
It's just shocking to me.
It's
One
something.
show that I'm not surprised to not get nominated for anything is Tammy Faye.
Oh, not surprised at all.
Not surprised. I did not
Not
expect
at
that to get
all.
nominated. Obviously, it did not do well. But yeah, so that's not nominated. Other shows that were not nominated, Othello was not nominated, which I did
I
expect
thought,
Denzel maybe to be nominated, Denzel or Jake. I thought one of them would be.
yeah.
Um,
But maybe it's a take on Othello that the Tony
yeah.
voters don't like. Because it's
Maybe
a
they
weird
didn't like
take.
it. Um, McNeil did not get nominated for anything. Left on 10th did not get nominated. Job.
I'm not shocked about
Um,
McNeil because I heard such bad reviews of it.
I did too. I did too. I heard bad stuff about it. Cult of Love was not nominated.
Mm.
All In was not nominated. There was about 13 shows that were completely shut out of the Tonys.
I think for us, we're mostly our main upset is Ainsley from Boop. I think
Hmm
we're very upset that he wasn't, and I think he should have been in there instead of Brooks.
Yeah, I 100% agree. You know what's interesting? For best leading actress or best leading actor in a play, I'm surprised Kit and Rachel did not get nominations for Romeo and plus Juliet.
You
I
know,
thought at least Kit would. He was great.
Kit was the best part of it. I think Romeo plus Juliet was hyped around Gen Z, but not hyped in the Broadway community,
Mm,
if that makes sense. Like the
it
Gen
does make
Z kids
sense.
liked it, but I don't think Broadway people enjoyed it.
I agree. Um, you know who else? I think if they didn't want to nominate Ainsley for best leading actor, I think for best featured actor, they also could have nominated the guy who played Grampy in Boop.
Yes. Yes, I
He's
agree.
also fantastic.
I agree.
I'm trying to
He was
think what else
fantastic.
there was. No one from our town got an actor nomination.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we
He
didn't
was
love the
okay.
show. I thought maybe at least Jim Parsons though.
You know he's never been nominated for Tony in all
That's
his roles on
surprising.
Broadway.
Wow. I thought maybe he at least would be nominated.
Yeah, but it makes sense. He was kind of one-dimensional.
Yeah. Well, he was just narrating.
Yeah.
What other shows were there? I think our biggest upset is Boop and Real Woman.
Yeah, I think it's just like I don't know what people's issues are with Boop. They're like
Hmm.
the story, the book makes no sense. And I'm like,
The book makes complete sense.
she's a cartoon.
Hmm. Literally, if you guys have not seen it, go watch the Smurfs movie with Neil Patrick Harris when they get sent to New York. It's
Yeah,
literally like that's Boop. Like it's
yeah.
not that hard of a concept to understand.
Well, I also saw someone who was like, um, she doesn't understand why Dwayne would leave Trisha after like Trisha lost her parents and stuff. Like, why would he, if he's like this big brother figure, why would he leave her?
But I don't think it's permanent that he's staying in Boop's
Yeah,
world. I think the whole point is that at the end of the show they have the option to go back and forth.
yeah, and it's like also when you love someone, you make those tough choices of like, okay,
Hmm.
I can't just stay here forever and not create my own family. Like, you
Yeah.
have to understand that I need to leave too.
But also, the whole point of Trisha's character is that during the show, she develops that confidence to be her own person
Yeah,
and be independent. Like, that's the whole point of the song I mentioned earlier is that she's talking about how she idolizes Betty Boop and wants to be Betty Boop, but she doesn't know who she actually is.
yeah,
But throughout the show,
exactly.
you see her find herself, even her clothing becomes less boopified.
Yeah,
And then she ends up getting into her, like, art school, that's her dream school, and she's ready to move on with her life. Like
yeah,
so
do
so it
things
is.
for
So it's
herself.
okay. It's okay for Dwayne to leave because she's in a good place.
Yeah, exactly. But she still has her aunt.
Yeah, it's not like she's alone.
Yeah, I was like, huh? You just that's people are just looking for something, and it annoys me. So yeah,
Huh.
we're
I
big mad
guess
about that.
we mad
Ainsley, you
mad.
won in our hearts. So
Ainsley ever hears this, you should have been nominated.
yeah,
I guess that's it for this week's episode. We'll see what happens next week. We'll let
yeah.
you guys, if you guys, I'm assuming everyone here is watching the Tonys, but for some reason you didn't, we will go over who was the big winners. Once again, to reinstate our bet that we made,
Mm-hmm.
our bet was Um, whoever gets the most predictions correct gets to choose our next two show day. They get to choose where we go for dinner, and they also get to choose whether or not we do rush tickets. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see. I'm gonna make you do Rush.
No, no, I don't understand. Well, once again, like always, please follow us on social media at Love Letters to BWay with one Y on TikTok and at Love Letters to BWay with two Ys on Instagram. Why? Because one Y wasn't available. We also can be reached at Gmail, loveletterstobroadway at gmail.com. Once again, it's at loveletterstobroadway at gmail.com. We can reach us 24/7. I don't sleep, but Skylar does. But when she wakes up, I'm sleeping, so you'll get one of us. Let's quickly manifest.
Um. Well, when can we next week? What is next week?
I don't even know what next week is. Uh, well, one, I manifest that we have a really great Tony day, no matter what we end up ending up
Yeah.
doing.
Well, I manifest Sunday that we win something on telecharge. I'm manifesting either Boop
Hmm.
or like Operation Mincemeat. I wouldn't be opposed.
That is true. I would like those. I'm trying to think when else we can go next week. It's a little bit of a tight week.
I don't know what's occurring next week. I don't even know what today's date is.
I don't think we can go next week. I'm looking at my schedule. I think it's only Sunday.
What's Sunday?
Tony's. Tony's and maybe a matinee day. So let's see what happens. But I agree. I agree with Skylar. I manifest that we get something very special on Sunday and we get to see a show and enjoy watching the Tonys together. And that's what's most important.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Well, everybody, I hope you have a lovely Tony week. I hope you enjoy the show tonight. We'll talk about it next week.
Wait, where do you follow us?
I already said it all.
What?
I said it all like 2 minutes ago.
I think I'm losing it.
Okay,
I'm
bye
so sorry.
everyone.
Bye, guys. Have a good week. Bye.
Bye.